Now, today we will learn how to solve community or local problems with engineering design process, okay? So this is the ability to solve any problem within the community or local problem with engineering design process, okay? But for us to do this, we have to identify the problem, okay? So step number one is to identify the problem, okay? And for you to be able to solve any problem, you just have to first understand where the problem is coming from. And this is to understand the problem or needs that arise in the community or the locality. Okay, first of all, understand the problem. Then number two, the problem situation is analyzed to help understand the condition and the framework of the problem clearly to lead to the creation of a workpiece, okay? So the first part is to understand the problem, and then you also have to analyze in order to help understand the condition of the problem, okay, so that you can be able to create a workpiece for the problem, okay? And these are the steps needed to summarize the problem. So maybe you have 10 problems, okay, that are arising in the community or the locality, okay? So these are the steps that are supposed to be used for you to be able to summarize the problem and to be able to know which problem you need to work on first, okay? And the first thing is to summarize a list of problems occurring in the community or locality. So you just get a list of problems. Then you need to prioritize each problem. Okay, you need to prioritize each problem. Then after that, you need to select the problem you want to fix. Okay, so make sure you choose which problem is the priority. Okay, then after that, you select the problem you want to fix. Then after that, identify the problem that need to be solved, okay? So after selecting the problems that you want to fix, you identify the problem that needs to be solved urgently, okay? So what we will do is that we will talk about each point one by one, okay, so that we can be able to understand in more detail. So summarize a list of problems occurring in the community. And this is to identify the problem that arise in the community by education, okay? And explore problem from documents, textbook, database, observation, interviews, and questionnaires. Now, this what basically means is how you collect information that is a problem in the community, and what are the ways on how to collect that information. And you do that by means of education, okay? Explore problems from documents. Look at documents that are related to that community or that area. Then also the textbooks that talks about the place, databases, observation. You can also do interviews with the people living in that area, or also the questionnaires, okay, within the people living in that area. So that is to summarize a list. So first get the list of the problems. Then after that, you prioritize each problem, okay? So which problem is the priority, okay? So this is the ability to choose or fix the problem one by one with prioritization criteria, okay? This is done through the following steps, okay? Now, number two means that prioritize means which problem comes first, okay? You need to be able to know which is the most important problem, or which problem needs to be fixed first, okay? So you have to be able to know what comes first. And for you to do that, these problems solving is done through the following step. So the first step is size of the problem, okay? Now it is considered that the number of people in the community affected by the problem, which facts can be obtained from the community survey. Now, this means that you need to also understand the size of the problem. How many people in the community are being affected by this problem? Okay, you need to know the number of people in the community being affected by this problem. Okay, so that's what this first point means. Then after that, you also need to look at the urgency of the problem. How urgent is the problem? Okay, and this one is this is to consider that the problem which is serious or urgent problem, if left, it can cause damage to the community. So you have to check which problem is urgent, because there are some problems, if you don't solve them, they will end up affecting the community. So you have to be very careful. Then the next one is the difficulty to solve the problem. How difficult is it to solve that problem? Okay, it is considered that actions to solve such problems, can it be done? So that's the question that you need to ask yourself. The problem that you need to solve, can it be done? Okay, and can it be done under the existing knowledge and resources that we have? Okay, so that's another thing that you need to check. The next thing you need to check is the attention of the problem of people in the community, okay? And this is considered whether the people in the community want to solve the problem or not, okay? So you might be having problems in the community that people really don't want to solve it, or they don't really think much about it, okay? So you also have to check the attention of the problem. Now, these are the steps, okay, for point number 2, prioritize each problem. The first thing, check the size of the problem. Number 2, urgent of the problem, difficulty to solve the problem, attention to the problem of the people in the community, okay? So number 3, after doing step number 2, you need to select the problem you need to fix. Select the problems from the priorities by choosing the problem with the highest total score to solve first. Okay, so this is what you do. After choosing the problems that you need to solve, select the problems you want to fix, okay, and look at the problems with the total score. Then step number 4, identify the problem that need to be solved, okay? So after selecting the problems you want to fix, you identify the problems that need to be solved. And this is to identify the problems by writing in a short, concise text to see the way to solve the problem, okay? So this is just, you need to create a way on how to solve that problem. And this is done by selecting the solution from the list of problems with the highest total score, okay? So these are just steps you need to follow up, when you're summarizing your problem, okay? So if you have any question, you can go ahead and send me a message so that I can see how to help you more. But this is it for today. And next week, we will continue the same topic, okay? But we will try to dig deeper in it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.